The Last Letter. In the eerie town of Ravenwood, shadows whispered secrets and darkness hid unsolved mysteries. For decades, the townsfolk spoke in hushed tones about those who vanished, leaving behind only fear and unanswered questions. Clara Mills, a determined journalist, was drawn to these tales. One stormy evening, as rain pattered against her window, she received an envelope that would change her life. It was worn and old, addressed simply to her, to Clara from the darkness. Intrigued, yet apprehensive, Clara opened the letter. Inside, a single sheet of parchment bore a cryptic message. "Meet me at the old graveyard at midnight. I have something to show you." Despite a shiver of fear, Clara's curiosity ignited. She had heard of the old graveyard's dark reputation, whispers of lost souls and shadows that danced at the edges of perception. This was her chance to uncover a story that could define her career. As the clock struck midnight, Clara wrapped herself in a warm coat and stepped into the fog-laden night. The moon hung low, casting ghostly beams on the path before her. Each step echoed like a heartbeat, a reminder of the countless souls that had walked this path before her. Upon reaching the graveyard, Clara felt a chill grip her heart. The air was thick with tension, and the headstones loomed like silent sentinels. "Clara," a soft voice echoed from the darkness. A figure emerged, draped in shadow. As it stepped into the moonlight, Clara's breath caught in her throat. It was a pale woman, her eyes hollow and filled with a haunting sorrow. "Who are you?" Clara asked, her voice trembling. "I am Amelia Blackwood," the figure replied, her voice a ghostly whisper. 20 years ago, I was sacrificed to the darkness that rules this town. My death was no accident. It was a ritual." Clara felt the weight of Amelia's words settle over her. The unsolved mystery of Amelia's disappearance had plagued Ravenwood for years, but the notion of a sacrifice sent chills down her spine. "Why are you revealing this to me?" Amelia's eyes glinted with urgency. "The darkness demands a soul every 20 years. The next sacrifice is imminent, and you must stop it before it's too late." Before Clara could respond, the ground beneath her quaked, and shadows began to writhe and twist around her. "Run!" Amelia cried, panic flashing in her eyes. Clara turned and fled, heart pounding. The laughter of the shadows echoed behind her, chilling her to the bone. As she burst through the graveyard gates, dawn began to break, casting a pale light over the town. Determined to uncover the truth, Clara immersed herself in research, poring over old records and interviewing locals. The more she uncovered, the more she realized the depth of the town's depravity. But each time she got close to exposing the truth, something sinister would happen. Her files would disappear, and she often felt the oppressive weight of unseen eyes watching her. Undeterred, Clara decided to confront the town council during a public meeting. Standing before them, she felt a rush of adrenaline. "I know what you've done. The sacrifices, the cover-ups. This ends now." Gasps erupted among the townspeople, but the council members maintained a facade of calm. One man, with a smile that sent chills down Clara's spine, stepped forward. "And what proof do you have? Your accusations are baseless." Before Clara could answer, the lights flickered ominously, plunging the room into darkness. A suffocating chill filled the air, and the shadows surged forward, creeping closer. Clara felt their icy tendrils brush against her skin. She screamed, but her voice was lost in the chaos. When the lights returned, Clara found herself alone in the graveyard again, Amelia standing before her, urgency written on her ghostly face. "You must leave, Clara. They will come for you now that you know the truth." "Who?" Clara gasped, panic rising. "The darkness has been awakened. It will stop at nothing to keep its secrets hidden. You must expose them." With her heart racing, Clara returned home, fueled by adrenaline. She documented everything she had learned, determined to share the horrifying truth with the world. Ravenwood's dark history needed to be revealed. As the sun rose, Clara published her findings online, detailing the town's sinister past and the unsolved disappearances that haunted it. The response was swift and fierce. People rallied, demanding justice for those lost to the darkness. But as night fell, Clara felt the weight of the shadows pressing in around her. The darkness was still watching. In the depths of the forest, a figure stirred, its eyes glowing with hunger. The cycle of sacrifice was about to begin anew, and Clara had unwittingly become a key player in a game far more sinister than she had ever imagined.